If collecting cast iron pans isn't enough of an addictive hobby, well, be warned, you probably already have another addiction and may not even realize it, and that would be collecting trivets. Most of the American manufacturers of vintage cast iron have made their own trivets over the years, but of course there are trivets of many different designs that you can find just about anywhere. I started out with this pretty simple made in China trivet, which I purchased for $10 at Bed Bath & Beyond. It's enamel coated, and the enamel on top is wearing off because I've been using it, of course, placing a lot of heavy cast iron pans on top of it. As I said, it's made in China, and there's really nothing exceptional about it. But it's because the enamel is wearing off that I branched out and started looking for trivets of other designs for resting at my hot skillets, because, of course, I don't want to burn the countertop here that people seem to like so much. And it's because of this, you probably already know that there are some generic designs made over the years that have been copied by many different companies. I mean, these things here apparently date to the 1700s or so, although these are definitely not original, authentic trivets from that time. This one here, for instance, has an absolutely unmarked underside, which probably means it's also Asian made, and you can say the same thing about this one as well. This one I was pleased to find at a flea market, and besides the design, which again is familiar, this one actually has a manufacturer stamp on the back which says Edward R. Fine and Sons of Boston, Massachusetts. So I'm rather happy to have found this one. Of course, there is one famous manufacturer of trivets that you've probably seen a lot of their work, and that would be the Wilton company. They, as I found out, were based in Pennsylvania, and they were originally founded back around the 1890s or so, officially became Wilton around 1935, and apparently went out of business around 1989, like a lot of American companies. So if you own at least one Wilton trivet in your collection, then that's certainly something to be proud of. Most of the trivets, of course, we end up with are in fact Asian made, but they often have a nice design, and there's really nothing wrong with using them, especially since some of them are pretty cute and some of them have personal meaning to you as well. Finally, let's take another look again at these two from vintage American manufacturers. That is, of course, Lodge naturally still makes this Dutch oven trivet today, and you can find that just about anywhere that sells Lodge products. Using a trivet in a Dutch oven is really useful because, among other things, it lets you lift the food off the bottom of the pan, off the bottom of a hot pan, that is. And it helps to keep it away from a lot of the liquid and grease that develops. Here is an aluminum trivet made by Wagner ware. This actually came with one of their drip-drop Dutch ovens that dated to around the 1920s and 1930s, so this drip-drop trivet probably dates to around that time. This is actually made of aluminum, so this is stained. It's not rusted, and in fact I do need to clean it up. However, since these are just food stains, I figured just a good scraping of Barkeeper's Friend is all that's needed. All I'd like to ask is, hey, please be kind enough to show off your trivets, and let's see what we've got. Thank you for watching.